Hey everybody, it's Duke Robert, and I want to do commentary for Project Legacy because, well, I think somebody out there asked me to, and I pretty much will do a lot of stuff for fans because I love them so much. Project Legacy, this is Chapter 17, and I wrote all of Project Legacy, like the main majority, actually from Chapter 8 till the end, which is Chapter 22. I wrote in 2 days. Just like we planned for like 3 months, and then I wrote it down in 2 days in 2 10-hour sessions. So just to say, that's quite a lot of commitment. It's not my first writing experience either. I wrote a play, on-stage play that won 2nd place. But enough about me. Sage, out on the screen right now, well, he's gone, is played by my actual best friend from high school, and that's not the original voice we were going to do for him. I was originally going to play him, but when I took over Commander, I thought maybe it would be a better idea if I didn't play both people in this conversation. So he was free, and so he came in and did some lines. Commander is really based off of Sarge from Red vs. Blue, pretty much. He's just that kind of guy, if it wasn't painfully obvious. Sage, if some of you are wondering why Sage is now helping them, Sage was actually originally a mercenary who was hired by the Elite Council to work on the ship and worked his way up. He's now the main engineer on there for the council, and now that the rest of the council is either dead or deserted, he's kind of assumed the command of the ship, and so it's now really his ship, which is why they're on it. Just trying to fill in some of the loopholes. Anyway, as you notice, we have head bobs, and we don't do that in their helmet kind of microphone sound that we did for the Battle for Planet Earth, and that's mainly because I didn't have that ability, and I really liked the head bobs originally. Trigger and Boneless. Oh, you would not believe how many people confuse Trigger and Crystal and Trigger and other people because she's such a new character, and really Trigger, like there's a whole backstory between Trigger and Boneless, and actually 3 other characters who were in the show but only briefly. But that's, I'm saving, because if we write a Season 2, that's going to be a big part of Season 2, where we're going to go back and tell the original stories of them. Crystal, of course, is also a mercenary, so that's where she met Sage, as I mentioned earlier. And she was hired by Sacrifice, and now she is taking control of the villains, because, well, true and false. Although hilarious and fun to play, I play both of their characters, by the way. They are just not, they're more of the buddy-buddy kind of characters. They don't really do anything much of the plot, they just kind of say funny things, and they, like, actually, if I remember correctly, they don't have any more lines for the entire show. I might have to write them in some because really they're just hilarious characters, and I can't believe I didn't talk about it. This scene right here was a little awkward because I wanted to convey a point that Duke really felt like, even though he claims to hate everybody, even though he never really says that, everybody thinks that he just because they hate everybody in their group. Like, they're not big fans of all their teammates. But he actually does kind of care about them, and he wants to make sure they're safe. And so he, for reasons that are yet to be explained, asks Trigger to make sure that they survive the oncoming battle, which will be coming up in the next episode. Hint, hint, wink, wink. If you haven't noticed, I play Duke Robert, obviously. It's my main kind of just name that I made it up a while ago, and I just keep using it for things. So, he's really based off of me. He's actually a really, really good sniper, as I am. I would say I'm pretty, like, moderate sniper. I'm pretty good at it. Here's what I wanted to get to in this episode. Those, as you can tell in the background, are not the same elite spawn, as we call them, as from the last time we saw them. We've made 2 kinds of elite spawns. These are called elite guard spawns, and these will be stationed throughout Sanctuary as Gold's private army, while the other elite spawns, the gray ones, the gray and white ones, these are gold and white, the gray and white ones will go with Crimson and Cobalt as they go on their journey to attack whoever, and Steel and Violet will take an army of the gray ones to go to Earth and attack there. Steel, as you have heard in past episodes, is actually the one kind of in control. He knows what's going on. He's actually one of the bigger villains. And here's the end. So you'll get to see, hopefully if we write Season 2, Steel will be a much bigger part in Season 2. He's just kind of watching from the backgrounds now.